Visha. Blessings to you. Blessings to you. Blessings to you. I am doing good. I am doing good. I'm doing good. How about yourself? Are you doing good on this Friday? It's Friday afternoon. Friday afternoon. Friday afternoon. Keep checking your account. I just here to tell you that. Keep checking your account and call the bank. Call the bank is what I hear to tell you. Call the bank as well. It's gonna come in right on time. I have an update for you guys. I have an up and she was literally like putting some more money into your account. She literally what she gave me literally paid off the appraisal. Paid off the appraisal. Paid off. Am I frozen? Am I still frozen, you guys? Hold on. Am I still Listen, y'all, after the last, I'm a little bit calm right now because I'm shocked because I did not expect for it to come from my mom. I absolutely did not expect for it to come from my mom. And it's not even something I asked earlier. And then when I was doing the broadcast, she called. And so I finally called her back and I'm like, hey, you called? She's like, yeah, I'm just letting you know I need your account number because I'm about to deposit some more money into your account. And literally, it was exactly what I needed. Yep. Yep, Visha. That was the first thing that he reminded me of. And so, and I honestly, if I can be real, like I was not receptive to my mother. Like I heard God earlier this week talking about my mom, and I was like, I'm not asking her for nothing. I didn't have to ask her. Didn't really have to ask. But I wasn't receptive. I was like, I'm not asking my mom. I'm not doing that. No. No. I was literally telling God no to that earlier this week. Like, I'm not calling my mama. I'm not doing that. No, I don't remember when issues. It was no. Listen, y'all. Sometimes we don't be hearing God. Sometimes we just don't be receptive. Sometimes we just don't be receptive, and so I literally have sent the email to the bank. I'm gonna confirm with her. I'm gonna text her after I get off the phone with my the bank person, the loan person. But hey, Joy Speaks. I just came on to tell y'all it was paid for in full. Like the appraisal is paid for. It's paid for. The appraisal is paid for. A way that I did not expect. A way that I really like. I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it. And so, like, literally at this point, it's minor things. It's minor things. I'm telling you, I was so shocked. I was baffled. Like, she like, I just need your account number. I'm depositing some more money into your account. I'm like, what? I checked my account. I said, that is exactly what I needed. It was like $10 over what I needed. And I'm like, okay, God, you knew I needed to go get some tissue. I still hadn't put gas in the car, but I'm like, you knew I needed to go get some tissue. I needed to get small things like this household necessities that like you absolutely like cannot do without. And so it's like when I say right on time, this week was a lot. No, it was a lot. It was rough. But God did it. And He did it a way that I didn't expect. And that just goes to show you, like, sometimes we have our ideas to how God is going to do it, how He's going to come through. And sometimes we be right, but most times we be like completely like wrong. He never, comes in a way that's like predictable. God never comes in a way that's like predictable. I didn't have to ask. I did not, y'all can I didn't ask my mama to deposit no money. I'm like, God, you must have knew like I was not gonna ask. I was not going to I was prideful. I wasn't gonna ask her. And so, he did it in the nick of time. Whew, right in the nick of time. That's all I can say. Right in the nick of time. I don't know why I'm here to tell you this, Jocelyn. Be at ease. You've had a lot of, Jocelyn, are you still here? You've had a lot of unexpected things happen lately. Blindsided by a few things. But the Lord says to tell you, be at ease. Be at ease. Be at ease. And I don't know why I'm here to tell you this, but tithe. 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 Even if you like, God, I can't do the full tithe. Tithe. And so that's the update, y'all. Right now I'm about to go and get tissue. I'm not even concerned about gas right now. I'm really not. I'm like, God, the store is right down the street. I'm really not even concerned about it. And all it took was just patience and just being receptive to God. All it took was patience and just being receptive to like how God wanted to do it, how God wanted to move. And so, at this point, sometimes it gets to a point like I was at the point today where I'm like, God, I don't care how you do it. Just do it. Just pay it. Like, I don't care. I don't have any, just pay it, God. I'll obey, but you pay it, God. Cause there was a point where I was hopeless. I was feeling like I'm going to lose this house. There was a point where I'm like, I don't have anywhere else to go after this. Like, it has to happen. But there was a point when I was struggling the past few days. Like, I was literally like, what's going to happen? And so that is the update. It was paid for in full. I told you guys that I would let you guys know when it did. I try to always do that to let you guys know when goals are met. I'm extremely grateful. I think it's one of those moments where it's like, I think it's one of those moments where it's like, I can breathe now. Like, I can breathe. Like, I can like rest now. Like, that's how I feel. Like, I don't know if that is how I feel. I feel like, Lord, I can like, I can, I can like, I was resting. I really didn't have a care in the world, but it's literally like that part I can just like, I don't have to worry about not having nowhere to go. And, it's so close. I'm like 2 weeks, literally 2 weeks. I have 2 weeks until I close. Like, it's unreal. 2 weeks, y'all. Like, do y'all know like that ain't a long time. That's like quick. Like, it happened very quick. I'm like, this was the last step, the appraisal. Everything else is minor things. And then, the only other thing is just closing day. I don't even know what I'll need for closing. God has kept that information like hidden. He's kept it hidden. I have an idea of what I need, but I really don't even know. It's just like, whew. Amen, Joy Speaks. Amen. Amen. I don't even think that this week I was like worried about like my needs this week. Of course, you have needs, but like it wasn't like one of those things where like I'm sitting there like harping on like my needs. Like, I wasn't harping. Like, I was battling more so like the other feelings of like what I felt revolving around like ministry. Do I still do ministry? Like, do I still not? Like, I was in a very dark place. So like, God will tell y'all, I financially, I wasn't where I was not, it wasn't even a thought. Like, it really was not even a thought. And so blessings to you, Andrea. And so right now, like, that is until closing day. And it's so crazy that closing day, it may be before the 15th of April, but if it is the 15th of April, like, closing day is on Good Friday. I'm like, I don't know if they planned this or like what they thought, but like closing day is like literally on Good Friday. And I'm just like, wow. Wow, Lord. You know, I don't think that any of it has like set in. Like, I look around my house and I can see like boxes packed up, like everything is boxed up. Mine is like my clothes and, But for the most part, everything is packed up. But it's just more so one of those things where it's like, I don't depend on man. You need to know that, like, I don't ever feel any type of way, whether or not people sow, whether or not they don't sow. Like, y'all don't need to have pity on me. Like, this is the faith journey. I'm human like you guys. I have emotions, but I never want anyone to like look at my life and feel pity, like, because there's no need to pity. This is a journey that God has me on, and it's nothing to like pity or be sad about. Like, that's sweet of you to say, but don't be sorry about it. God knows everybody's hearts. And I believe that like everything happens the way that like it's supposed to happen, if that makes sense. Like everything happens always the way that like it is supposed to happen every single time. It happens the way that there are no regrets. I don't have any I never have hard feelings when it revolves around people. Um, I don't. I don't, because I don't do this for, for money or anything like that. That's just kind of, it worked out. And it always does, it always will. And that's for everybody. But I don't think it has set in like moving. It has not even remotely set in that like, whoa, Lord, like I'm about to really be moving. Like it has not set in. It absolutely has not set in. I receive that. Joy Speaks. I believe that. I believe and I receive that. I don't believe this week was in vain. I don't believe, even though I felt that way this week, like deep down, I know that like my life is not in vain. My journey is not in vain. Like it's not in vain. You know, I'm grateful for God allowing me to have a human moment, but I'm even the more grateful that like He didn't let me soak. He was so patient with me. Like, I can't explain it. There are moments where God be rough with me because, sometimes God have to be a little bit rough. And, sometimes the stuff that God say, it cuts you. You be like, ooh, like, ooh, oh, that stung God. That stung a little bit. But, I'm grateful that like he was just, everything I told God, he was just like, I know, I know. He was loving. In that moment of me feeling the way that I felt, he understood it. He got it. And so like that, I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that God, like, he lets us feel what we need to feel, but he doesn't let how we feel become like our new reality, as long as like we're trying. And so I'm kind of like speechless. I've been at a loss for words all week, but I'm not speechless for the same reasons as earlier this week, if that makes sense. It's more so of it's one thing out the way, and so that's it. Whew, that is it. That is where I am right now. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. And so, yeah, that was weighing that appraisal. God knows. I was just like, I got to get this done today, God. Like, I looked at the calendar. I'm like, closing isn't like a little bit over. It's like 2.5 weeks. That's not long. Like, they still have other things that they need to do. I need to know what I need to have at closing. The seller's paying some. I've already paid some towards closing, but I still know I got to pay for that fence and whatever else. So, like, I was like, Lord, like, come on now. And he moved faster than expected. It was about his timing, being patient and being receptive. And so, that's it. That is it. That's it. That's it. Thank y'all so much. And so that's it, y'all. I love y'all. I am rooting for you guys. And so, pray that this encourages you. My moments of vulnerability, the good, the bad, I pray that you guys are able to glean something from my life. That's my heart's desire. I just pray that y'all are gleaning something from these broadcasts, gleaning what you need to glean, what God needs you to glean. I pray that my life is encouraging, to those of you guys that are on your own faith journey. So I think that's really my biggest heart's desire. Most people, their desires are materialistic. My desires are never materialistic. Of course, I have wants like everyone else, but like my heart's desires are always just I want my life to mean something. I want my life to mean something. I want my journey to mean something. I don't want it ever to be in vain. And so I'm passionate about that. Very much so passionate about leading people to God. And so that's where I am. That is where I am. And so, y'all, I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to go and get what I need from the store and let that be it. And so, till next time.